Hey guys, Chauncey Phillips here with my early review and unboxing of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 4K edition of the film, which is so cool. You know, Disney is finally starting to release films in 4K. This is actually their first ever 4K release. Disney sent over an early copy of this one to talk about and review for you guys, so it's really cool to get to tell you guys about this one. And what's, like I said, it's so cool is this is the first ever 4K release from Disney. The next one that they're going to be doing is you know, the latest Pirates of the Caribbean film, and hopefully, you know, if both of those ones do really well, you know, the 4K, they're, you know, will start to release, you know, the past, you know, Star Wars films, some of the animated films, Pixar films. So I guess what I'm just really hoping is, you know, that they do really well. Then we start to get lots of other stuff from them and catalog titles and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, though, this is the very first one. James Gunn, you know, who directed this film, was really, when he was first talking about this one coming out, he was saying he really hopes that Disney releases this one in 4K. And this is definitely one of those movies that benefits so much in 4K. It's a super, super colorful film. Like I always say, the big thing with, you know, 4K is the high dynamic range, which is the contrast levels and the brightness levels. And this movie, like I said, is a super colorful movie. The color palette, there's so many colors in this one. It's got all these kind of neons and super bright colors and greens, and, you know, all the characters have all these kind of crazy out there looks and stuff. And this is the kind of film that benefits so much in 4K. Looks absolutely amazing in 4K. If you guys, like, you know, have 4K, you know, TV and player, definitely would recommend for sure getting this movie in 4K. And there's going to be a number of other retail exclusive editions of this as well. Like Walmart's going to have one, Best Buy's going to have one, Target's going to have one. So there's a whole bunch of different ones, and I'll definitely show all those ones, you know, on release Tuesday in the stores and the stuff that I can find of them. As for the movie, though, I really liked the first Guardians of the Galaxy a lot, but I felt like, to me, the second film was a much, much more fun movie. I really liked this one a lot more. I liked, you know, the characters in this one. Michael Rooker, I love Michael Rooker's character in this. You know, and he kind of has this sort of love-hate relationship with, you know, Chris Pratt's character Star-Lord, and I don't know, I just always love their characters. All the characters in this are really cool, and the thing that I like, too, about these films is all the effects, for the most part, like the creatures, you know, and the makeup and everything, it's so much of this done practically. Like, a lot of, I feel like, you know, if this was done, like, 10 years ago, so many of these characters would be done, like, all fully CGI, and James Gunn really likes to do a lot of practical stuff, and that's what I think is really cool, and gives these movies kind of like, you know, they have a super current modern feel, but then they also have like a classic, you know, Star Trek and kind of like old school Star Wars feel as well, when they have all these, you know, characters in, you know, classic makeup and stuff, as opposed to going the full CGI route. Of course, there is CGI and stuff in the film, but they don't do like full characters like with a film like, you know, from years back, like the I Am Legend, where they had all the creatures be all CGI and stuff like that. So I'm glad that these films don't go in that direction. But the second one, though, is basically Star-Lord, you know, who was a kid who was taken up to space, and he kind of, you know, his father in this one, played by Kurt Russell, kind of finds him, and he's like a space alien, and they kind of come together. But there's like this whole weird thing with Kurt Russell's father, and something that he's planning to do with something that he planted on Earth. So it's all this really weird stuff going on, and Star-Lord has to kind of figure out what he's going to do, and if he's, you know, if he can kind of trust his father, and it's just like some really weird stuff going on with his father. And then, like, of course, they have all these other like villains coming after them for one reason or another. But like I said, I found this to be a really, really fun movie. Really love this one a lot. Like, let me know below what you guys thought of the film. But here, feature-wise, though, on the 4K edition, it has the just the movie itself. So none of the features are on the 4K Blu-ray disc, you know, the 4K Ultra HD disc. But on the Blu-ray disc, though, you get on here a music video, which is a music video with David Hasselhoff, and it's kind of an old school throwback 70s style music video. There's a lot of cameos and stuff in it. Stan Lee's in it dancing. Just a really, really fun music video. It has on here deleted scenes. There's about like 4 deleted scenes on here. It has a gag reel, which are always fun to see gag reels on these kind of films, as well as making of. It has, I think it's 4 different featurettes on here. It's about like 40 minutes worth of making of stuff on here, talking about the cast, talking about the special effects in here, talking about the music, because that's the one thing too with the Guardians of the Galaxy films. They always have a lot of cool like 80s, 70s and 80s kind of music in it, and they kind of theme a whole lot of the scenes to these kind of music, and they're all the kind of stuff that was on Star-Lord's character's cassette tapes that he kind of had on his Walkman when he was like taken to space. I don't know, that's why it's all out of older music and stuff. But I really love the kind of like, you know, 80s music and stuff they use in these films. It also has on here though a commentary track on the movie as well. But now though, let's take a closer look at the 4K, you know, set itself and do a little unboxing. So now let's take a look at the disc itself. And like I said, you know, there's going to be on release day a whole bunch of different exclusive editions of this one, you know, retail exclusive versions. Like Best Buy is going to have a really, really cool steelbook for this one. Those steelbooks, though, are always the ones, you know, especially the Marvel films, that go really quick. There's also going to be Target's going to have one that has some exclusive different features on that one, as well as at Walmart's going to have one with a different cover to it. I don't know if there's going to be any different features on that one or not, but taking a look at the cover here, really love this, you know, the general release 4K one here. Really, really cool embossed cover here. Really cool shine to this as well. And take a look at the back. Now inside of this one, it comes with this pretty cool poster, which is kind of promoting the music video, which is included on here. I'll take a look at this poster here. You see inside is a poster for the actual music video on here that was all done in a real 70s style. So it's pretty cool that they included this thing in here, and you see, I'm trying to do it with one hand, you see you know, David Hasselhoff here on the cover. Like I said, it was done in a real cool, like, 70s style Disco Inferno thing here. So that was very cool. And now taking a look inside at the disc, you know, inside it's, you know, since it's the 4K edition, it's in the black case here. And then inside you get the digital copy. The digital copy, though, I don't know if you can use that one yet since it's not out, released yet. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But like I said, it has in here. And I love, too, how with their digital copies, they have them, like, behind here like this. So it's just a cool way that they do it. And then looking at the disc here, here's the Blu-ray one, and then the 4K edition has the, you know, artwork on the disc itself. So it's cool that they actually put the poster image on the disc itself. And feature-wise, though, on the Blu-ray, that's where all the features are. So like the stuff I talked about earlier. But the 4K one, though, just has the movie itself. So that was my little review and unboxing of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the 4K edition. Like I said, hopefully there's going to be a lot more 4K releases coming in the future from Disney. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the film, and also which edition of the movie you're going to guys be, you know, picking up on release week. Anyway, though, guys, thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.